13 people have now been sentenced in a multi-year drug trafficking investigation in Dane County. The people were sentenced to between 2 and 13 years in federal prison, followed by at least 3 years of supervised release. Those convicted are from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Arizona. According to the Department of Justice, they were all part of a large-scale drug trafficking organization that brought fentanyl pills from Arizona into Madison. During the investigation, officers found almost 5 kilograms of fentanyl pills along with over $97,000.